Hi there, we are going to be doing an exercise session with exercise tubing today. So I'm going to be using these ones that have got handles on the end and then the tubing in the middle. But you might want to use something like this, which is an exercise band. That's fine too, but you'll have to tie it around your hands a little bit for the handles. We're not doing a warm-up as part of this video, so if you haven't already done a warm-up, go and do one. There are some other videos that you can have a look at of mine. So we're going to do 10 exercises. The first exercise is a back step row. So we're going to fold the tubing in half there. I'm going to use both handles in one hand. So I'm taking the band underneath my left foot, both handles in my right hand, my left arm is going out to the side. I'm going to take the right foot back and the heels coming up, leaning forward, nose over toes, and then I'm going to take the elbow up towards the ceiling and return. Okay, so let's do 10 of those. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going to change sides. So this time I'm going to show you from the front. I'm going to take that underneath my right foot, so bending over, taking the handles both in the opposite side. Just make sure that's underneath my foot. And then we're going to take the right arm out to the side this time. So we're going to step back, pull. So each time my nose is going in line with the toe there. My back heel is coming up as I step back. It's a fairly straight leg. And then we're just pulling that elbow up towards the ceiling. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's use the legs. So we're going to do a half squat with a side leg lift. So this is going to work our abductors at the side and the glutes to the side. So we're putting our feet on the band or the tube about hip width apart. I'm going to take the handles up, cross and hold at the hips. So we're going to do a little knee bend and then take the leg out to the side. So knee bend, lift, other side, lift. So it's just a slight knee bend, it doesn't have to be a full squat. We're sort of going into about a half squat there. Knee bend, lift, knee, lift. And so we should be able to feel this into the side of the glutes, slightly into the buttock, and also each time we're doing our knee bend, that's just helping to keep our heart rate up a little bit all the way through the exercise. Now we're aiming to do about 10 of these, but I've lost count. Let's do one more on that side and stop. Okay, so we're going to do a pull down knee lift. So we're going to fold that band over and then take that up in the air. So what we're going to be doing is pulling the band down and out at the same time. So we're squeezing the upper back. At the same time as we do that, we're going to take the knees up in the air. So alternating on the knees, pulling apart each time. And you should be really squeezing into the upper back. So on these ones, we're aiming to do about 20. On each leg. Okay, so let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work. Okay, so that should have felt into the upper back and the shoulders a little bit. So we're going to be doing chest press with hamstring curls. Now, depending on the length of your tubing and the type of tubing you've got, will depend on how long you want this. So for me, if I put this over my back, that's a little bit loose. So I'm actually going to put it over my forearms like that and then take hold of it a little bit further down just so that I can get a bit of resistance. So I'm going to show you from the side on this one. So my feet are going to be going towards my bottom at the same time as I'm pushing forwards with my hands. So we're going to be moving, and on this one again, we want to be doing about 20 on each leg. So pushing forwards each time, so I can start to feel that into my shoulders and into my chest as well. So front of my shoulders and my chest. Let's do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely job. Okay, so we're going to work the triceps now, so the back of the upper arm. So this time we're just going to be using one handle, not both handles, and this time we're going to be stepping back with the opposite leg. So give yourself a little bit of length on there. The reason being, as we come here, we want to be able to get that arm to nice and straight so we can fully engage the triceps, back of the upper arm. We're going to step back each time. So we go back step, raise, extend, and back. 9, 8, 7. So try and get that elbow nice and high. 6, and full extension each time if you can. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely, we're going to change sides. So this time, taking the handle in the other hand, and we can take the arm out to the side again. Just move over so you can see properly. So step back and then extend. So same as before. And we're trying to get that nose again in line with the toes each time. Now, depending as your strength in the back of your upper arm, you might need to make that bit of tubing a bit shorter to make it harder for yourself, or a little bit longer to make it easier for yourself. Let's do 2 more and 1 more. Lovely. Okay, so we're going to work the legs again. So we're going to be going into a squat and a bicep curl. So let me show you a squat to start with, just without the band. So from the side, we're going to take our feet about hip width apart. And when we squat, we want the bottom to go back and down. We're trying to come down to about a right angle behind the knee. We don't need to go any lower at the moment, but it depends what's best for you. So you might not want to go too low. So for this one, we're going to step feet about hip width apart again. So we're going to do our squat first, and then we're going to come into a bicep curl. Holding the handles, one in each hand. Squat, bicep curl. Squat, bicep curl. So we're going to keep going with this, making sure that we're doing that good squat. Bottom goes back and down, heels stay on the floor. And then we are trying to keep the elbows into the side and bringing them up towards the chest. They don't need to come all the way. We're going to do 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so we're going to do front raise and a step back. So on this one, we're going to take the left foot into the tube in about the middle. And then the other foot is going to be coming back. Our arms are going to be going in front at the same time. Okay, so we go up. So at the same time as we're tipping forwards, nose is going over the toes, the arms are going up, and we're trying to get those hands in line with the shoulders each time. So you should be able to feel this into the front of the shoulders as we go forwards. And 1 more. Okay, we're going to change feet. So I'll show you from the front. So other foot is going in. We're trying to take that into about the middle. So again, we're going to step back, take the arms up in front at the same time. So my heel is staying up at the back there. And I'm just leaning forward slightly so that my nose is in line with the toes. Woo! And you can hear that I'm getting a little bit out of breath. That's good. My heart rate is staying up each time. Woo. So each time I do this, it's getting harder. 2 more. 1 more. Lovely. So, and take some more work into the legs now. So we're going to do a side step and knee lift. So remember the position that we got into before, where we have our feet on the tubing, crossing it over, so that we're holding those handles on the hips. So we're going to take 3 steps to one side and then take a knee lift on the outer leg. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then knee up for 3. And then coming back for 3, and knee up for 3. And we're going to keep going with that. 3 here. Coming back. 3, 2, 1. Keep going. So you may feel that you're starting to fill that into the outer glute, and that's what we're aiming for. 3, 2, 1. Just a couple more times. 3, 2, 1. 3 steps. 3 knee raises. We're going to do 1 more each way. 3, 2, 1. Coming back. 3, 2, 1, and 3 here. 3, 2, 1. Good work. We've got 2 more exercises. So squat with the lateral shoulder raise. So remember we did the squats before with our bicep curls. So I'm going to show you from the front this time. So our feet are about hip width apart. And we're going to sit back into that squat, but this time our arms are going to go out to the side as we come up. So squat, lateral raise, squat, lateral raise. We're going to keep it moving. So this time we're working the middle of the shoulder as we're coming out to the side. Okay, we're going to do 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Yeah, okay, last exercise. So we're not going to do any floor work as part of this workout, but we're just going to do a little bit of work for our obliques around our midsection. So we are going to be doing an oblique twist and then a lunge. So I think I'll show you from the front to start with. So I'm going to give yourself a little bit of length on that side. And on this foot, we're going to be stepping back. Don't worry about that at the moment. So our oblique twist is from here, moving to the other side. Now I want to try and keep my hips forward. So imagine if you have headlights here, we're going to stay forwards with those. Now I want to, if you can, holding the handle at the shoulder height, but you might need a bit lower to make it easier. Okay, so we're going to be doing 1 here, then we're going to take our knee down towards the floor into a lunge, and then we're going to be doing another twist, and then into that lunge. So twist, lunge. Now we want to try and get those knees to 90-90 as we come down into the lunge. So twist, lunge. So we can move the upper body with the band, but we're trying to keep our hips forwards. A couple more. Okay, let's change sides. So this time, take it in the other hand, other foot. Let's show you from the side this time. So, right foot on there this time. So remember, we've got that movement where we have our obliques, we're coming around to the side, and then we're coming into a lunge. Okay, so 1 oblique twist, 1 lunge. So you should be able to see that my knees are coming down to a 90-90 angle each time I lunge. Going to do 7 more. 5 more. So if you can, keep your hands and handle up at that shoulder height. If not, you can bring it down to about the chest height. Keep going. Well done. And that's your 10 exercises. So don't stop suddenly. It's now time to cool down and stretches. So off you go.